Present.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Present.
Councilman Munger, pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, tonight we don't have any other preliminary matters. We'll move on to regular business. Number one is correction and adoption of the minutes. I'll take the minutes for this evening. I've had the opportunity to review all the minutes for the January 3rd, 2018 board meeting, and I don't see any additional additions or omissions or any errors, so I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Abstain?
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Okay, number two under regular business is the consideration of all fund bills. Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Yes, at this point I have had a chance to review the bills, which come to a total of $240,531.92. At this point, I would like to make a motion to approve those fund bills.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
One thing real quick before we go into the ambulance contract. Just so everybody's aware, you'll probably see out on the town website, which we're going to start updating more frequently with the pertinent information that is relevant to the town. But there is a cover slip now on all of the abstracts. So anybody that is a citizen or another town, it clearly lists the abstracts that are actually included. So before, when you possibly heard me read down the different abstracts that are there, the dollar amounts, it clearly defines and breaks those out, followed by the total dollar amounts. And then on this particular set of abstracts, we titled it simply abstract number 3, items paid by phone. There were 3 different journal entries that were there, and they were all paid by phone to essentially eliminate any late payment fees. But again, it gives you a total amount, and that's out there. If anybody wants to see it, obviously can stop by my office, the town clerk's office, but that'll also be on the website. Just something to simplify and be transparent to the taxpayer. Let's see. All right, let's see. I'll take the correspondence. Item number 3 under correspondence is a Erie County water tariff. That was the letters dated December 8, 2017. Essentially, is the water tariff for our township. It came in from Joseph T. Burns, which is the secretary to the Water Authority. So we received and filed that information. And then the town has received the annual 2018 Association of Towns Annual Training School and Meeting. We received their packet with all the registration information, details regarding the training, the Certified Town Official program, which I've been going through for the past 2 years that I've been in office. And what else do we have here? And that's all we have for correspondence tonight. And I will move on. I get one more thing in here. Under new business, we'll go to, actually, no, we'll hold off on that. I'm going to take number 2. I'm going to skip over number 1 just for a minute on the open request from the floor. At the January organizational meeting, and I will apologize to everyone, including Thelma Farling. Somehow her name was omitted from the list of appointed employees, and so that's one of the reasons I'm taking this. It's my responsibility, and I apologize to her personally, but the next day we got in and we looked at the paperwork and we're reviewing everything, and while we all went over it many times, somehow we missed that. So I am going to make a motion to appoint Thelma Farling as the secretary to the boards and committees, and
I'll second that.
Okay, Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
All right, it's 7:40, and we have the public notice and the ambulance contract, and I'll let Councilwoman Lukacek take that.
Okay, good evening. So please take notice that the Boston Town Board, can everybody hear me? Am I doing this right? Okay. Town of Boston, 8500 Boston, Erie County, New York, will hold a public hearing at February 7th, 2018, Town Board meeting to extend the Boston Emergency Services contract for the purpose of furnishing ambulance service to the town of Boston in the amount of $51,423, which will be allocated as follows: $30,000 for the general operating costs, $7,000 for liability insurance, and $14,423 as the annual installment due on September 29th, 2018 to Evans Bank for ambulance unit number 815. So persons interested in the matter shall be heard at this time. So anyone interested, please come up to the mic, state your name and address. Thank you very much. Going once. Going twice. All right. Can I close? Is that how you do it?
Make motion.
Make a motion to close the hearing.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Carnakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Yurcheck.
Yes.
Okay. With that, I'm sorry? Yes. With that being said, I will move to number 1 on new business and request from the floor. Please come to the mic, state your name, your address, and you have 3 minutes.
Judy Radis, 5667 Homestead Road. First, I'd like to start by saying this is nothing personal. I'm just looking at my concerns through the eyes of a taxpayer. And this is regarding the full-time positions for the town clerk's office. That, I've been at all the meetings, to my was a taxpayer savings. I'm looking at this like, add up the 40-hour week, the paid holidays, the paid vacation days, the benefits for healthcare, as anyone took in that total figure and really looked at what it's gonna cost us. They were managing with 2 part-time people and a full-time town clerk, and now we're changing it back to where it was a cost savings reason it was done to begin with. I just would like to see that figure before you make up your minds of how much more it's gonna cost us. That was not allotted for in the budget. So when I'm looking at these resolutions, it doesn't even have the hourly wage on here, nor it says it's going to, are available in the budget line. They weren't in the budget. My suggestion would simply be to maybe try it for a year and then reevaluate it prior to the next budget and add it back in if you find it's necessary. I did do some research when this was all an issue before. A lot of the towns our size only had a town clerk, a per diem, part-time clerks, and part-time clerks. I just think that's a lot of money to ask from taxpayers to pay 2 more people full-time positions with all those added benefits. Thank you.
Leo Jensen, 8749 South Greenbrier Terrace here in town. I've been an employee for this town for 25 years, and somehow along the line I've missed a raise this year. I'm not very happy with that situation, and would appreciate that looked over. Thank you very much.
Jay Jackson, 7964 Back Creek Road. I'm glad to say that for the first time in 2 years, the minutes and agenda for this evening's meeting and last month's meeting are up on the town site before boston-ny.com. Well done.
Shane Quinlan, 6700 Liebler Road. I just want to make a comment about training. I know the previous board had declined training for personnel of this town, and I thought it was kind of crummy. I know people paid out of pocket. I think Jason, you might have, and Zach, you might have. I think it's wrong. I think there's been a lot of discussion about sending more people to training in the near future. Some have already gone, already in January. I think that when people make a commitment of the time and the effort, donate their valuable time, that a few $100s per person is a very small amount for a $4.9 billion budget here to train people properly, and you know, we're talking about hundreds of dollars for training so that people function in this government properly and not make mistakes or things that would be more costly. I would encourage the board to, when people come forward and donate their time and make that commitment, that it's a good thing, I think, for our town.
Thank you.
Russell Goldberg, 6570 Hillcrest Avenue. Wanted to address a topic of winter interest and a topic of general interest, I hope. Topic of winter interest is the fairly poor maintenance we have had over the last couple of weeks on Chestnut Ridge Road. Now, as I understand, that road is currently being maintained by the county, and I don't know how the town supervisor or the council might be able to put some pressure on the county to maintain that road a little bit better. We have school buses that go up and down the road, and given the slope, I am amazed that we haven't lost a bus off the edge of the road somewhere along the way. I'd just like that to be addressed. I know it's late in the year at this point, but before it does become a problem. I don't know whether they're running out of budget at the end of the year or whatever, but maintenance seems to have dropped off in the last couple of weeks. The second topic that I wanted to address is the topic of full-time town employees. And quite frankly, I think it should be noted that a full-time employee is a more dedicated employee. I will grant you that part-time employees can be more dedicated than full-time employees, but given the same individual, a person who is holding a job full-time is more likely to address the ongoing needs and concerns and plans than somebody who's working part-time or working as a volunteer. And it's very important that the town of Boston plan into the future. And so to the extent that it's possible, I think the employment and maximum utilization of full-time employees would be a good idea. Finally, a third comment. This year, I shouldn't say this year, last year for the first time, made use of the town of Boston's ambulance service. My wife was seriously ill and had to be transported to Buffalo General Hospital on an emergency basis. A call to the ambulance squad had somebody at our home with 4 people, in addition to the ambulance, within half an hour. And once again, I commend the idea of having full-time, albeit volunteer, dedicated people to something like the ambulance squad. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. Anything else? Okay, make a motion to close the floor.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Not to step on toes, but we did make a motion to open it.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. You're absolutely right. Thank you. Okay, moving on to item number 3 under new business. Resolution 2018-05, which is a standard workday reporting. When we were downstairs, there was a couple of items on there that actually had to be changed, so at this time we are going to table item number 3, which is again resolution 2018-05, standard workday reporting. Moving on to item number 4, resolution 2018-06, authorizing non-disclosure agreement for charter confidential build-out information. Councilman Lukacek.
So, Charter Communications has agreed to build out 145,000 addresses in New York, in Boston area, that are either unserved or underserved with respect to the broadband services. So this was part of the merger with Time Warner. That information, part of it is obviously because of the non-disclosure. Moving forward, we're gonna be able to get the street level identification and update this, which is part of the agreement every 6 months. The resolution itself will be able to be foiled for in whole, since it's a number of pages. So I request the board for approval for the non-disclosure agreement for charter confidential build-out information, authorizing the resolution 2018-6. I make a motion.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Okay, item number 5 under new business is resolution 2018-07, which is converting a part-time clerk part-time position from part-time to full-time. And Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Yes, resolution 2018-7 is exactly what it sounds like. It is indeed converting the position of clerk from part-time to full-time. I would like to make a motion to approve this resolution.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Okay. And item number 6 is 2018-08, which is approving payment for a full-time first deputy town clerk. Councilman Munger.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Again, this resolution 2018-8 is exactly as it sounds. That'll be approving payment for the full-time first deputy to our town clerk. I would like to make a motion to approve this resolution also.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
And we have item number 7, resolution 2018-09, requesting an audit by the Erie County Comptroller. And Councilman Karakini.
Yeah, we have a resolution to request an audit of our books by the Erie County Controller. I make a motion that we accept this resolution.
I second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Okay, item number 8 under new business, application for use of town meeting facility for the Boston Youth Soccer League. Councilman Karakini.
We have a request by the Boston Youth Soccer League to use the town meeting facility on February 12th at 6:30. It's the town hall without the kitchen. And I make a motion we accept this. That date is available, so I make a motion that we accept this.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Item number 9 under new business, application for use of town meeting facility for the Boston Young at Heart Seniors. Councilman Karakini again.
Thank you, Supervisor Keating. We also have a request for Boston Young at Heart seniors to use the courtroom for a defensive driving class. That is to take place on April 17th from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. I make a motion that we accept this application.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Item number 10 under new business is we have an application for use of facility for the Hamburg Pre-K for a family picnic. Councilman Munger, please.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Yes, we have an application for the use of facility by the Charlotte Avenue Pre-K on the date of 6/15/18 between 8 and 2 for the event of a family picnic. They're planning on setting up at 8 and taking down at 2. They're requesting the use of the town park, the Lions Shelter, and the bathroom facilities and parking. The date is available, and they have taken care of their fees. I make a motion that we approve this use of facility.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Item number 11, under new business, application for use of facility from the Boston Democratic Social Club for their annual Easter egg hunt. And Councilman Munger, once again.
Thank you again, Mr. Supervisor. Yes, application for the use of facility by the Boston Democratic Social Club for the date of March 31st, 2018, between the hours of 10 and 4 for the Children's Easter Egg Hunt. They are asking for the use of the community room without the kitchen and the town fields for placing the eggs. And the date is available. I make a motion that we approve this application of use of facility.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Item number 12 under new business, another application for use of facility. This is for the Trooper David C. Brinkerhoff Foundation to host their annual 5K run. Once again, Councilman Munger.
Thank you again, Mr. Supervisor. Yes, we have the application for use of the facility for the Trooper David C. Brinkerhoff Foundation for their 5K run. The dates requested are the 15th and the 16th, set up on the 15th at 8 a.m. And take down on the 16th after the event. Of course, the event is indeed the 5K run. They're asking for use of the Town Hall community room with the kitchen. They're also using the Boston Town Park with the Lions Shelter, bathroom facility, and town fields. Passion Fire Company will be, and the New York State, I should know what NYS, yeah, the police. It's been a long day, as you can tell by my outfit. So the police and the fire company will be providing traffic control. They will be looking for parking, and that looks to be everything productive to read off of that piece of paper. So I would like to approve the use of facility for the 5K run.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Item number 13 under new business, another application for use of facility for the Muck Dogs baseball program. Councilman Lukacek.
Okay, Muck Dogs Baseball Program requests the use throughout the summer, approximate times from 6 to 9 p.m. to hold the baseball games at the North Boston Baseball Field. And the schedule is to follow. So I request the approval for the application for use.
Second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Item number 14 under new business, we have Keith Pelkey Senior, request for appointment to the planning board. Councilman Lukacek.
Okay, the planning board received a request to be in the open seat for the planning board. They reviewed it, approved it, and are recommending approval to the town board. We've reviewed it and approved it, so I make a recommendation to the town board to approve the appointment of Keith Pelkey Senior to the planning board.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Oh, I don't know, Keith.
Remember, I know where you were.
I know. Yes.
Councilman Karakini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
And just so everybody is aware, just a small little, I guess I'll say a typo arrow, number 14 and number 15 on the agenda, they're essentially one and the same. They're all for Keith, so actually Keith got a two for tonight. So.
Well, that's how important he is.
That's right.
That's right.
We got on there twice. Item number 16.
There's a weight limit on each entry.
Item number 16 under new business, planning board officer appointments, Councilwoman Lukacek.
Okay, so as a planning board liaison, I'm happy to present a change to the planning board. Moving forward, unfortunately, Mitch Martin had resigned. So the new chair, they held elections, and the new chairman is Paul Zarnowski. The vice chair is Jim Legal, and the secretary is Elizabeth Shutt. And we received that correspondence from the planning board. Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Item number 17 under new business, from the Conservation Advisory Council. We finally have a new person there. We have a recommendation for appointment for Vincent Mangino. Let's see who I have. I have Councilman Cardicchini.
We received a letter from the Conservation Advisory Council to appoint Vince Mangino to the board. I make a motion that we appoint Vince to the board.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Item number 18 under new business. This is for actually myself, Supervisor Keating.
Do you want me to take over for you so you don't have to explain it?
Sure, go ahead. All yours.
Yes.
Councilman Munger.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Number 18, Supervisor Keating is requesting to attend the Associations of Towns annual meeting and training in New York City. I would like to make a motion that we approve his request for reimbursement to the annual meeting.
I'll second.
Oh, okay.
Don't fight over it.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
I recluse myself as it applies directly to me.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 19 under new business. Actually, we're going to take item number 19, 20, and 21. They're all for the same conference. We have 3 individuals requesting to attend the NYPF conference up in Lake George, and Councilwoman Lukacek can explain that further.
So, as the supervisor mentioned, so Courtney Yvonne requested attendance. She's a ZBA member. Paul Zarnowski, the new chair to the planning board, and Kathy Projaclo, chair to the zoning board. All requested to attend the conference. I request the approval from the town board. Make a motion.
I'll second.
Councilman Munger,
Yes.
Councilman Cardicchini,
Yes.
Supervisor Keating,
Yes.
Councilwoman Lukacek.
Yes.
Item number 22 under new business is the grant consultant contract. I'm going to take this particular contract. At the January meeting, we had a contract. There's a couple of changes that we had actually made to this particular contract, but it was actually signed by myself on the 24th of January. It's more of a correspondence, but we did want to do our due diligence and make sure that it was out on the agenda for everyone to see. But we are, once again, continuing with Connie Miner as our grant consultant. And as of recently, Connie actually is working on a very large grant for our Boston Emergency Squad, getting them the necessary arterial defibrillators, cardiac monitors, and remind me, Don, what's the third one? What's it called for?
Lucas Automatic Chest Compression.
Yes. So those are 3 pieces of equipment. Anybody that has been to any board meeting, as I was squad's liaison for the past 2 years, there was not any money, and the budget clearly reflects this, that there's no equipment funds for the emergency squad, which I will stay off my soapbox there. But no money being in that equipment line item is a direct exact reason why the squad is not able to actually have the money in their reserves to pay for set equipment. Lucky enough that there was a fire grant that was out there. All said and done, I mean, we're looking at a large amount of money that the grant will cover. The town will be responsible for just under $7,000 all said and done. So if this goes through, it'll be very, very big for our community. The squad, who is known to have fantastic service in our community, will continue to provide fantastic service. And I really am keeping my fingers crossed. I've actually sent a few personal emails out to some federal government representatives, which is something that was encouraged. And hopefully they can, you know, sway things in their favor as well for them. So fingers crossed for you guys. And with that, I will move on to item number 6, reports and presentations. I'm going to go, I guess I'm down first, so I guess I'll go first. January's been kind of a busy month for myself. The first thing I want to particularly take on is that I made an appointment. Liz Huson, who is here tonight, she is my new confidential secretary. She actually comes from Dave DiPietro's office, as fortunate enough and able to get her to come here, but she is a resident of the town. She's well-versed in many different facets of government, and she's a fantastic addition to our team going forward. So wanted to have everybody have the opportunity to meet Liz and introduce her. Jen had touched base a little bit on the spectrum build-out. That's something that I worked on for a while as the liaison for cable TV over the past 2 years when I was in office as a councilman. The bad news here is that while Spectrum is doing a build-out for us, which is fantastic, the bad news on that is that they do not have, we will not see them back for another 6 to 8 years. That is something that came directly from Mark, Mayor Hopper, myself, and many other supervisors. We have a monthly meeting over in Alma, and we sat down, we discussed this. They came in, we explained the need for North Collins, Boston, Eden, the list goes on and on, all these municipalities that need service. And they committed to a build-out, which is where that non-disclosure agreement comes into play. I would like to be able to see where that is, because there is I guess I'll say there is an agreement, because they do use our right-of-ways and the town does receive money. That's our way of being able to see and make sure that they're doing their due diligence and, if you will, hold them accountable. So that's a spectrum build-out. I don't know did you have anything on Kissing Bridge? Did you have that on your report?
Oh, you can certainly.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. Sam over at Kissing Bridge, he reached out to myself it's probably about 2 weeks ago now, 2.5 weeks ago. But Sam over at Kissing Bridge wanted to partner with the town of Boston for a town of Boston skiing event. So it's snowboarding, lift tickets, skis, the whole 9 yards. It's a fantastic offer for the town. But that will be held on Saturday, February 17th. Tickets are available at the town clerk's office. Didn't want to take away Sandy's thunder on this one here, but she does have tickets, and they will be available right up until Friday, February 16th. So anybody that is interested, it's already been posted out to the town Facebook page. Now that our town website is kind of gaining some relevancy in the community and actually updated now, you will actually see this information more and more on social media, out on the website, and of course we'll continue to bring it up in meetings. But anyway, that is the Kissing Bridge event that we have going on. The Town of Boston Facebook page is something that is now back actually in-house. That was something the first week I was in office as a supervisor. Your tax dollar is not is not going towards a outside entity to update your Facebook page. In my mind, there's no reason that you should be paying for somebody to sit back and update a Facebook page. So we have brought that in-house, so that is now being maintained by the town, which is again why if anybody that follows the official government Town of Boston Facebook page, you're seeing more posts out there. We actually have control of it now.